Yo, what's up guys, Elfius on here, and today we are going with a special video that I wasn't intend to be covering this tournament, but me and my team has found to be going to the semi-final of this tournament. So it's the best leaderboard tournaments. So quickly, what is this tournament? Uh, it's a two-step phase that you have to do. So the first one is it's on the Pokemon Showdown tournament rooms that you need to qualify for the auctions. So you just do tournaments and you get points, and at the end, the, uh, the players that have reached a certain amount of points are eligible to be picked by the managers of each team. So me and my team went through the 7 weeks of the tournament, and now we are in semi-final that I will be covering today. Yes, so it's not going to be only a little cup. Of course, you got all the main tiers, so going from the Ubers to the little cup, including the monotype as well. So today we are going to be covering a never used match, an overused match, and also a monotype match. So we'll get right into it. So the first game that we have here is between a Greninja Warrior and Avaris. Avaris is under the ult of La Infinita. So what we have here on both sides is pretty cool team. You have it can be either Specs Inteleon or maybe the crit focus energy set. You have the Spitif Stakataka. You got a Wishpasser with Sylveon, with pretty standard. You got a Silvally that can be probably Silvally ground, but it can also be a pivot with the Silvally steel. You got Delmise for the spinner, and also you got the Krogon, which will be really interesting in that game. It can be Line Fort, can be special, can be physical. So we'll see. On the other hand, you got the very popular Rotom Milk. It can be Scarf, can be Utility, can be Boots, various set that can be really threatening to deal with. And also the Toxicroak on the other side. The Quag. The Quag is going to be really annoying. It's always difficult to pass the Quag. Unfortunately, Xatu probably defensive with Rocky Helmet, Wish Pass with the Vaporeon and Copperajah that can be Assolvis. You can run also leftovers. So many sets. So we'll get right into the game. Greninja Warrior is going to lead with the Toxicroak into the Rotomo. Don't want to get hit by a Wisp or the Volt Switch, so I'm directly going to Silvally Ground, checking is it Scarf? Probably, yeah. You got the free U-turn on Silvally. Really good play from Greninja. You're bringing the Delmise. Easy knock for us. Really good to get rid of the leftovers. So it means free rocks on our side too. We don't care about the rocks because we can go on Delmise to spin them. Sylveon is gonna get the Toxic, doesn't matter. We have the Heal Bell support. Vaporeon on the other side is coming. Hyper Voice just to see if Quag wants to stay in, or maybe predicting the Toxicroak switch in. Heal Bell is gonna go for Sylveon. We'll see. A little bit of a slower pace from the Little Cup games that you are maybe more used to see. So easy gunshot from Greninja here. We reveal Line Form, so we'll be pivoting into the Delmise, eating probably the Toxic. Doesn't matter. We can spin them pretty easily. We can spin the Roxanne, and also after that, we need to see what we want to do with the Toxicroak. So Silvally Ground is going to come on the low kick and not taking it super well from the Krogan. So we'll be doing a clean Twitch Gale onto the Quag, which is really nice. Good play from Greninja. Warrior is going to get the U-turn, going back to Toxicroak, get the SD up, sorry, and getting the low kick onto the Quag, and getting rid of Quag is pretty good, because now Toxicroak is going to be a devil into this onto Varus team. Good read from Varus, getting some good damage into the Stakataka, but that doesn't matter. Gyro Ball is gonna do a ton to Copper. Uh, Greninja is gonna get the kill into Copper, which means that we have a pretty good way here. So Cosmic Power is gonna be revealed from the Xatu. Doesn't matter because Charaball do a ton, and we get the crit, which helps us a lot. But as you can see, um, as you saw, the Gyro Ball was doing more than 50, so it was in our favor. But we're gonna live with 3% the low kick, and that's gonna be the game because VAR is gonna forfeit. So pretty good game from Greninja. It was it was well played from him, and he's getting the dub. He made a really impressive run into the regular season, getting like I think it was 5-2 record or something like this. So it was pretty impressive. So we'll be going into the overuse match. So it will be between Zeno and Starmaster, two pretty impressive players. Both they really know what they are talking about and and what they bring. So looking at the matchup, we have a Nidoking in our team, which is always fun to see. Nidoking is such a cool mon. I really like it. We have the defensive Buzzwole with depending, it can be Rock Helmet, can be Boots. We have the Slowbro. We have got the Weavile, that is probably the best Pokemon in the tier right now, or among the top 3. You got Corviknight, that helps to pivot, getting rid of hazards, and also the Spidef Blissey. On the other hand, you also have a pretty cool mon, Melmetal, Garchomp. You see the Rotom Wash that is currently in underuse, but always have its utility in overuse, because it's a pretty good stuff to Landorus T, which is the most used Pokemon in the tier. So let's get into the game. I'll be trying to to describe as much as I can, even if I'm not a master of overuse theory. So let's see how it goes. Rotom Wash lead, Slowbro, easy teleport here that we can do. So of course Future Sight before, but Future Sight plus teleport is very good in overuse. It's been pretty dope since the introduction in Gen 8. Good play from Starmaster, eating the Future Sight with the Protect. So Corviknight is gonna come here, predicting the Choice Band on the Buzzwole. So a little bit of pivoting. We are going to put our rocks. Lucy is gonna take the opportunity to get the Toxic on Garchomp. Unfortunately, we'll be having a crit, which doesn't help us, because due to the rough skin plus the crit, we don't take it pretty easily. We're going to be forced to go back to the core. Good play from Star, getting the advantage with the Tornadoes coming in, not getting rid of the leftovers. U-turn from Tornadoes. Blissey is going to come back. We have a free, we can Soul Boil in getting back to max HP. Clefable is coming. We'll have an easy switch to Corviknight. We'll see what happens. It reveals to be Wish Clefable, which is really annoying. That is also one of the things of the overuse. Sometimes you have a slow-paced game. Rotom is going to come back. We have the rocks that can be put, but since Garchomp is toxic, we are making slowly but surely some progress. Good read from Zeno, wanting to gain advantage of this. We'll be going for the triple axle. Star is going to predict the knockoff and wanted to try to get back in the game, but Zeno is going to read it and getting the KO onto the Garchomp. Slowbro is going to come onto the Melmetal. hitting the Thunder Punch not easily, but hitting with the Rocky Helmet is good. Sober is gonna be sacked, so nothing wanted to take the double Iron Bash anyway. So Nidoking is gonna come back, Hurt Power, and um, Zeno is gonna not take the bait of Star going to either Rotom or Tornadus. So good play from Zeno. Triple Axel from Weavile. We see that it's not Rocky Helmet, it's Boots. Easy roost from Buzzwole. Going back to core. Tornadus is just gonna U-turn. Good play from Star, getting the momentum. You see that both are very good players, and they use momentum as much as they can. So Corviknight will be able to roost. Hopefully we are not paralyzed, which help us a lot. Going back to Buzzwole, good play from Star. We'll be pivoting to Blissey, taking the Volt Switch. We'll see if Star is able to pass this core of Buzzwole plus Blissey plus Corviknight. Really tough to deal with. Only 2 hits. Buzzwole is able to roost that damage off, and going back to core. So taking the Hurricane. So Tornadus, Star wanted to catch Buzzwole staying in. Corviknight will be able to U-turn. Nidoking is gonna come back. Zeno is pretty sure that it's not a full speed Rotom at that point based on the damage, so it can easily take it. And good stay in from Zeno on that point, knowing that the Tornadoes just want to U-turn and pressure. So it's gonna get the Weavile pretty low. Good Thunder Punch as well, predicting the Tornadoes here. Well played from him. And Corviknight is, I think, is going to be sacked at that point. Weavile is going to come, yeah, Triple Axel, not going to miss, and Corviknight goes down, but that's okay. Buzzwole can come back. Good double from Zeno, wanting to keep the pressure on with the Sludge Wave, getting another kill onto Rotom. Well played from him. Weavile is going to come back. Blissey is going to be the sack of choice. And Star is going to make an aggressive play, and well played from him, getting the Triple Axel into the play. Weavile revealed to be Choice Band on our side, so we have the Ice Shard that was able to kill it. And Zeno here, that's what made the game so different, because here we had a Tornadus that was almost not almost dead, but pretty low. But I just want to see. So we have the Weavile. Okay, good play from Star here. Yeah. So Clef revealed to be Wish, Thunder Wave, Protect, and Moonblast. It's obviously the set of the Clefable, so Nidoking can come on it pretty easily. So if Star let it happens, that means that there's another Pokemon that goes down, because Tornadus is only at 15%. After the regen, it will be at 45 approximately. So it goes down to the Sludge Wave. So Star cannot let it happen. Zeno is gonna read the situation and staying in and going for the Ice Shard, getting rid of Tornadus, and now it's gonna be the game, because we can easily go to Buzzwole, I think. No, oh no, yeah, I remember now. The whole staying in from Star. I think at that point Zeno could have just go and try to sack the Buzzwole to the Weavile, to the Clef. Doesn't matter, because we want a safe switch in on Nidoking. Maybe that was unnecessary risk, but that played. Anyway, if he stayed and just Ice Shard the Clef, it was not Cosmic Power or Calm Mind as we saw. So the what Zeno needed to do, it was to just die with Weavile. Nidoking comes in, kills the Clefable, and then Buzzwole kills the Weavile. So it was the game already. Well played from Zeno. It was a really good dub that, against a very good opponent in Starmaster. So we'll go into the final game, and it will be in Monotype. So we we have a little bit of introduction to do before this game, because to make a short, long story about what happened is that before that game we are up 5-4 against the against our opponents, and this game was played. It was the very last game of the week and of the set. It was in Monotype, like 1 hour before the deadline on Sunday night, and it in front it is Maki, and on our side it was Attribute that was supposed to play, and both players were 7-0. So two really good players, obviously two goats in their respective tier. It was an highlight match, and it was really it was a game that was that everybody was waiting for. And what happened is that maybe 6 or 7 hours before the game, Attribute got something IRL that made him impossible to play the game unless he was playing in some bad conditions. So he decided to sit out and ask for a sub. So during this week, I was one of the sub that was available for that game, and they decided to put me in. So I was like, okay, yeah, sure, I can do it. But I'm not the best Monotype player, of course, so I play a little bit of it, but you know, I don't have 1% of their knowledge in the tier. So what happened as well after is that during the night, I was preparing and looking at the team that Attribute prepared for that game, and I was looking at that. We had one dragon, we had one fairy, and we had also one flying. I think so. We had three choices. I'm really happy that I didn't choose dragon, because Mamosan would have just been a clean kill into all that team almost. So pretty good there. And I decided to go with fairy. Fairy is not a type that I usually play. I don't think that Maki prepared for me. He probably prepared for Attribute, of course, knowing that I'm not going to bring my own team, but more the team that Attribute was prepared for him. And also, what made this really tricky and unique is that like 2 hours before, no, sorry, 1 hour and a half before deadline, so basically 30 minutes before our game, in fact, I'm a firefighter, so 30 minutes before our game, I got a call, so I gotta go. And I was texting the other guys, yo, I can't make the game, I need to go. So I got a fire, and I just left, and my teammates were like, what? Wait, what do we do? And fortunately for us, the call was just something really basic that we were able to just finish really quickly, and I was able to come back at like 15 minutes past the scheduled time. But since it's a team tour, you need to allow 30 minutes before after the scheduled time for the team to bring a sub. So since I was the sub, what they did is that they didn't sub me in until it was like 10 or 15 minutes until it was the game, and basically I had to come back before the 30 minutes was passed and to start the game. So we played I think 25 minutes past the scheduled time. So, and that was pretty unfortunate that it happened right at that time. But you know, you can't really predict when there will be a call in that type of emergency. So, well, let's stop to talk about IRL stuff and let's get into the game. So, as I said, I'm bringing fairies versus ground. So it's I think that both sides have some advantage. So it's a pretty even matchup, I would say. I'm not a I'm not a pro, but I think that it's that it can be called as this. So fairies are most of the time just not screens team, but generally screens are on there since Klefki is one of the top fairy mons. You have the a very special Mimikyu that we will be seeing in that game. You have the Life Orb Clefable, you have the Boots Tapu Lele that has been rising in the Monotype tier, as well as the Scarf set. You have the Scarf Tapu Bulu, which will be most likely my win gun in this game. And you have the defensive Tapu Fini with the Calm Mindset that is always really threatening. On the other side, you have the Sand Core with the Excadrill Sand Rush that is probably banded. You got the eject button Epodon. You got probably the rocks. It can be either rocks Size Method, it can be Scarf Garchomp, it can be SD Scale Shot. You don't really know since the game start. You got the Mamoswine that can be banded, it can be Scarf, it can be I didn't even know, but it can be Assault Vest as well, and we'll see that in the game. And Landorus can be many things. It can be a utility with a knock, U-turn, rocks, toxic. It can be also bulk upset. So we'll see that directly. So I'll be leading with my Tapu Bulu because I wanted to get the grassy terrain up, so my Klefki, my Mimikyu, and my Clefable don't get too threatened by the ground type attacks, of course. So I'll be switching back to my Klefki, predicting an Iron Head from my opponents or a switch to Landorus. I tried to catch the Landorus on the rocks. I didn't know what was the set of the Landorus at that moment, so I know that it's not a Scarf, because I think that they would have just U-turn. Klefki is most of the time played with T-Wave and not Toxic. So I think that they would have U-turn if they were a Scarf, and even if they had U-turn. So they're bringing Excadrill onto my Toxic, good play from them. So I'm gonna be putting my Reflect to help me. Excadrill is gonna be revealed to be banded. And if I don't have my Tapu Fini, Excadrill just 6-0 the team. So I need to keep my Tapu Fini to take the hits from Excadrill. And I'll be starting to see him up, putting pressure on him. He's gonna try to flinch me, and really not strange play, but aggressive play from my opponent. He's gonna try to bait me or taking me into the Training Kiss thinking. So when you have the Tapu Fini Calm Mind, you want to Drink Kiss to keep your health. But I decided to just go right off the bat with the Skull, and that paid off because goes down the Excadrill, and Excadrill is the biggest threat to my team. So really well played. Now here I decided to switch while the Size Method was coming in, because what happened, when I remember, I saw some Size Method that were played specs into some Sand team, because this is the only special attacker into the team in front. So that made sense to me that the Size Method could be special, and since the light screen was not hot, I thought that I could die from Specs Sludge Wave. So that's why I decided to switch out. My opponents revealed to be in the physical. I dropped the lightweight. Unfortunately, I misclicked there. I tried to Toxic with the Misty tearing up. That was a really bad play, but I just misclicked and wanted to go for the light screen or a layer of spikes. but I think if I remember correctly, it was a light string that I wanted to put. But anyways, happens. So I'll be hitting the 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 hates of my teammates in the chat, but that happened. So I'm able to put a toxic on the safe method, which will be really helpful. I decide to keep my clef key for a last round of string, and plus I know that my opponent is not gonna knock off, because even at 6%, clef key resists size method, knockoff is not boosted, and plus the object is already removed. So depending on the spread of clef key, it can live the knockoff from size method. So I decided to play a little bit more aggressive and go directly to my Tapu Bulu, which takes a crit, but that doesn't matter, onto the EQ from size method. Go right off the bat for the Arlish, which is free on the other team. 25% revealed from that hit, and that makes me think that it's of course not a Scarf, but more of a bulk upset from Landorus. So here I'm forced to do an aggressive play. So I'm gonna be going back to Cliff Key directly, predicting either rocks or some sort of setup from Landorus, and I wanted to avoid that, and also with some sort of sack. But I'm having the Mamoswine in front. I'm able to put the Reflect up and go for the Clefable Calm Mind. I Calm Mind one shot, decide to hit because I wanted to see if it's Whirlwind, if it's any other type of or also eject button. So I decided to hit directly. And I was right. Eject button is going there, and now we will see a really interesting phase. So you have the Mamoswine, Icicle Crash, flinch, Icicle Crash, flinch. The Reflect goes out. I'm able to self-boil, of course. Hopefully, sorry. Icicle Crash once again. I self-boil, hopefully. Icicle Crash, flinch. Icicle Crash, miss. I'm able to self-boil. So we go to Icicle Crash, flinch. And Icicle Crash, flinch, yay! So Pokemon is fun, you know. So I'm just gonna count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you got 8 Icicle Crash, and on those 8 Icicle Crash, you got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, four flinch and 1 miss. So normally I think it's 30% flinch chance from Icicle Crash, and it's 85% like accuracy. Yeah, but whatever. I'm gonna miserably lose my my clef. That it was almost the game at that point. If my Clefable was able to live, that was over. And I did a mistake on that one. I was pretty sure that with the damage that I caught, I thought it was banded. I make a really bad play because I start samming up thinking that it was banded, and that's on me. I didn't realize what was the setup of my Mamoswine, and it revealed to be Assault as we will see, and it goes for the EQ and brings me really low. Even if I still have my leftovers, I'm gonna be really low. And I was like, oh shit. So I decided to make an aggressive play and try to bait him on me going to Tapu Bulu and keeping my my Tapu Fini. So I take a lot of time onto the timer to think about it, and thinking of what my issues can my way out can be. So I take a lot of time, and that pays off because he got the bait, or decided to try to kill it and to kill the Tapu Fini while going for the mid ground and Icicle Crash, but he missed. So that was fortunate for me. Mamoswine is going to go down for the EQ after, so good play, good prediction from me. I'll be going back to Tapu Fini, predicting a switch. So Landorus is going back. I made I should have realized, but Seismito is coming in. I thought they would go just for the for the for the EQ at that point. And Seismito goes for the knockoff. I lose my leftovers, and I didn't expected the Seismito to be power whip, so I get the Draining Kiss, but hits really hard with the power whip. It's gonna be another weird play from the opponent, from Maggie. Draining Kiss is going to hit the Garchomp. Another Draining Kiss. Rough Skin is gonna proc, which is unfortunate. And I'm getting the second pseudo resist to Tapu Bulu really low. And another pretty interesting play from my opponent. And another time that I took a lot of, not a lot of time, but at that point I was really low on my timer. So I was not clicking, but almost, and it was some sort of intended, because going down in low timer makes your opponent play faster, because they want to pressure you to make some weird or aggressive play, because you are low on timer and you cannot think. So that was intended to go that low in timer, just to make them feel like they are in control of the game. So my Tapu Fini is pretty low. They are in range of EQ, of course, and my opponent decided to predict again for my Tapu Bulu, and I stay, and I get the Draining Kiss off, and so I'm able to get the Garchomp really low. EQ is gonna kill me, but that allows my Tapu Lele to come, and I'm baiting either the Scarf, because I know that it's a more defensive Garchomp. Probably it's SD with leftovers, but I'm baiting the double Scarf at that point. So Hippowdon is gonna be sacked. So 1 time, 2 time, I reveal no leftovers. So that baits my opponent. I'm Choice Scarf, or Choice Specs, not Choice Specs, but Choice Scarf. So I'm able to get a good Focus Blast on the Mamoswine, which is huge. So after that, Seismitoad is going to be the sack of choice, because Ice Shard doesn't prog it into the Psychic Terrain. Garchomp is going to come back. They know that they outspeed me, so Fire Fang is going to kill me. And now Mimikyu comes in. Mimikyu is there, so I get the SD up. And this Mimikyu is Spell Tag, not Life Orb. Spell Tag only Shadow Sneak and Shadow Claw. Shadow Sneak is going to be able to kill the Garchomp. And now you have the Landorus that is coming in, of course, Intimidate proc. And I need to make a choice. Mamoswine is in range, of course, of Shadow Sneak at +1. And Landorus is obviously bulk upset at that point. So I decided to go right off the bat for a Shadow Claw for damage. And it's still at 55%, which is huge. And I reveal Wisp. That's huge, because I am able to live the attack, and I'm able to completely incapacitate the Landorus, because Landorus bulk upset is usually bulk up EQ Stone Edge sub. So that was pretty good for me. Good prep from Attribute for putting Wisp on Mimikyu. That paid off. So I'm able to get a good damage onto the Landorus. So down goes the Mimikyu, but then Tapu Bulu comes in and goes for the Ornleech twice. And that's gonna be the game, because Ornleech 1 and Ornleech 2, that goes down. Well, that was a pretty interesting interesting game. I loved it. I love to play that game. Probably my opponent wasn't expecting what happened. maybe over predicting at some point, and that paid off for me. Just wanting to show you the, the the chat at the end. They were crazy, and you guys are so insane. Teaming up with you is just so nice, and so I'm really happy about that ending. Not expecting at all with the to win and also to put us in final of the tournament. We'll be waiting for the the other set. They are currently going in a tiebreak. So we'll have a free week to wait for them to finish this, and yeah, so I'll be covering, of course, the final and see if we can finish that and get the custom, get the prize, and also the Pokemon prize that we are all, of course, waiting for. Not gonna lie, and that's gonna be it. So I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, leave a comment if you are interested in more stuff like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.